Welcome back to episode 4 of Magic Realm, Amazon to Woodsgirl, and we're on to the 4th character, who is the captain. But before I get started, I wanted to give a shout out to Jim, also known as East Paladin on Board Game Geek, both for giving a shout out to this stream and also for correctly pointing out that I've been misutilizing my natives. Namely, I haven't been deploying natives when I probably should. I should be deploying natives in all 3 directions. I was under the incorrect assumption that every native was rolled for positioning separately, which is not how it works. You roll 1 die and reposition all the natives together, which means you can cover all 3 positions and guarantee the safety of your alluring native. So this will come into play today, because the captain is another one of those characters who also utilizes hired natives. Just go ahead and get started here. Oh, let me start my character here. So we're going to select the captain. So we have 3 choices here. We can start at the inn, the house, or the guard house. I think I'm going to start... I think I'm going to start with the guard. So we have the opportunity to try and get a medium weapon. And the guard are also very good to hire. I'm not watching the map here. I actually should not have clicked the start button before I made these choices. So I'm trying to make this decision without looking at where the guardhouse and house are. We'll go ahead and fetch inventory from random locations. There might be some strategic benefit to choosing inventory, but for ease of getting into this game, we're just going to click fetch inventory from random locations and OK. So now we have to choose our victory points. I feel like this is going to be similar to the Black Knight, maybe a little less aggressive. So Black Knight, I think I put all of my notoriety and gold, or all my victory points into notoriety and gold, with the idea that we would just be going around and mopping up all the native groups. I think for the captain, because we're a little less powerful, I think we might spread it out a little bit, take some fame. So fame, notoriety, and gold is where it's going to go. And the question is, where do we put the extra 2 points? Gold is the easiest to come by, so I think 2 in gold is very reasonable. And then the question is, do we want to go 2 notoriety or 2 fame? I'm thinking 2 notoriety, just because you can get notoriety from killing the native groups as well as killing monsters on the board. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's do 1 fame, 2 notoriety, 2 gold. We'll see how that goes. All right, so now let's take a look at where we started. So we're down here in Dark Valley. Looks like we're very close to Deep Woods, which is nice. It's one of the possible treasure locations that's pretty easy to navigate. Looks like we have to go through the caves in Borderland to get to this part of the board. Caverns is between us. Actually, no, we can go this way to get to both the house and the inn, so that's good. We just have to hop through the caves here to get back to those 2 locations. Actually, no, even easier. We just go through Deep Woods here. Then we have to deal with Borderlands at all. All right, so we can go this way, check out Deep Woods, go by the rogues, the house, probably sell all of our armor to the rogues here, with the idea that we can get it back at some point. And then looks like High Pass is another opportunity here to find some treasure. And we can actually go this way and onto mountains and cliff. So actually it's a lot of pretty easy to come by locations for treasure without having to go through caves or even up into the mountains all that much. There's 1 mountain clearing here we have to go through to get to cliff. So yeah, I think I want to sell stuff to the rogues and then probably hire either the soldiers or the guard. I would like to upgrade my starting sword to a medium axe. because that's going to open up the ability for us to kill heavy and armored creatures, which is quite good. And if we sold our everything, basically, I think we'd have enough gold to do both if we get a little bit lucky with our trade and higher rolls. So the question is, do we want to go to Deep Woods first and then make that decision? I think we do. Let's go to Deep Woods. We have an extra phase because we're starting in the guardhouse here. Actually, just point that out here. The captain has 2 advantages. We're not. I don't think we're using the optional advantages. I should actually double check. See what my game options are. Game options. Here, there are current game options here. Let me just double check if I did the optional rules or not. Yeah, actually I did. All right, so I did all the optional character rules, so we can go in and look at that. So we get aim, subtract 1 from missile table die rules. I mean, it'd be great to get a medium bow to take advantage of that. Unfortunately, the woodfolk we're unfriendly with. We could potentially kill the woodfolk and steal the bow, but it will likely not come into play. Reputation, when at dwelling, get 1 extra phase. That's very nice. And then our optional advantage, which we do have, is we roll 1 die instead of 2 for all higher die rolls. So this is also very good. We should be able to hire our friends, the soldiers or the guard, for a good price. Okay, with all that said, let's go and get started. I'm going to head to Deep Woods and check that out. So I have 5 phases. What I'll actually do, I'll record 1 trade to see what the guard has, and then I'll move twice and hide twice. Should be fairly safe. All right, so day 1, here we go. First phase, we're going to go ahead and buy from GHQ. This is a Cloak of Mist, which is really nice. I mean, that's sort of like an extra phase for the rest of the game. And Phantom Glass is the other treasure, which is interesting. Magic Site has an advantage when you're trying to get the last treasure or 2 off of a treasure location. I don't remember the exact table. I'll look at it after I close this dialogue, but I know you can get the top treasure off of the stack using Magic Site. And then they have their usual collection of medium weapons and armor. I think we'll go for the axe here and just see if we get a good deal, like a price of 8 or something, and then we could just trade our sword in kind. The Cloak Mist is definitely tempting, but I think the axe is more important at this time. We're not going to buy drinks. 16 gold is too pricey, so we're going to say no deal to that. And then we're going to move into Deep Woods, and we have 2 hides here. First one fails, second one succeeds. Okay, so end of the day, nothing shows up. And taking a look here, we have Ruins M, which is bats, and the altar, which is a decent treasure location. There's only 4 treasures, but they're all large treasures. And it's guarded by the tremendous demon, who is dangerous in that they cast Power of the Pit on you. And we can't kill it until we get an axe, at least. So, do I want to get the soldiers or do I want to get the guard? Is the question here. So I think the guard is going to be base cost of 12, and the soldiers are going to be base cost of 10, I believe. So soldiers are a little bit less expensive for an additional. You get an additional person. You get 2 pikemen, the crossbowmen, and you get SHQ, who is a swordsman, great swordsman. The guard are all great swordsmen, which is very nice. let's go buy the rogues. We'll sell our armor to them, and I think we'll go on to the soldiers and see about hiring them. All right, so we're waiting for day 2 here. Let me take a look at the card here. When at a dwelling, get 1 extra phase, limit 1 per day. I don't think you have to start in the dwelling. So theoretically, if we're going through the end, we should still have 5 phases. We'll see if Realmspeak interprets it that way. So move, move. We'll go ahead and trade here. Again, I think I'm going to sell my armor to the rogues with the idea that we'll pick it up later after we defeat the rogues. Then we'll move and trade again. We'll see what the soldiers have. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did get 5 phases, so it does work that way. I don't think anything shows up the soldiers at the house, rather, that we have to be worried about. Actually, the woodfolk do show up there. So there's some chance that the woodfolk show up and battle us. We could always buy them drinks, though. Let's stick with this set of moves here. We'll risk it. All right, so go ahead and send that, and we're on to day 2. Move, move, trade. And we're going to sell our armor here. We could save like a helmet, which maybe might be reasonable. So that gives us 16. Plus our initial 10 brings us up to 26, which is enough to get the soldiers at price times 2, and leaves us with 6 gold, so we could get an axe or something, also at price times 2, trading our short sword in kind. So price times 2 would be rolling a 1 or a 2, I believe, on 1 die. If we have to take rogues on our sheet, for instance, I think having a helmet is pretty important. So let's go ahead and just try and get by with just selling our breastplate and shield here. Although it might make it a little harder to hire the natives we want to hire. We move on to the house, and we're going to do 1 buy action with a SHQ, just to see what they have. All right, so they have all the light weapons, which we don't really care about. We already have a light sword. They have penetrating grease. Weapon ignores all armor, which is interesting. It's a disposable weapon, though, or potion rather, disposable potion. And handy gloves, which is really, really good, but expensive. So it's a fight M3 that doesn't require any effort asterisks. We do have a fight M3 as the captain, but it has 2 effort asterisks on it. So while we're swinging our weapon at a speed of 3, we're not able to do other things like maneuver. So looking at all this stuff, I mean, I guess we could just go ahead and try and get the handy gloves. Maybe we get a boon here. Although getting a boon would decrease our friendliness with the soldiers, and we would have to probably go back and hire the guard instead. Which is, maybe that's okay. Let's see what we get here. We're not going to buy drinks. 12 gold. So it is price times 2, which is nice. So one thing we could consider doing here is trading our helmet in kind. So let me just do the math here. We have 26 gold right now. We need 20 to hire the soldiers at price times 2. So we have 6 to spare. We could trade our helmet, which would give us 11. I think we're 1 gold short. Yeah, we're 1 gold short here to get the handy gloves for 12 gold. Trading our helmet and also hiring the soldiers at price times 2. So I think we have to decline this, unfortunately. And if we do hire them, the handy gloves are kind of locked away with SHQ for the rest of the game, or at least for the next 2 weeks. But that's okay. I think that's fine. So We're gonna say no deal. We'll keep going here. And we're ready now for day 3. The woods folk don't come, so we don't have to worry about that. So here, we're just gonna write a bunch of trades, or hires rather. So we can do 5 hires. We could do a hide, but I think if the wood folk come, we may just be battling them if they fight us. So 5 hires seems okay. We're hoping to get price times 2 here. So it's day 3 written. Go ahead and send that. And we're playing day 3. I'm just gonna click play all here. So we're hiring the soldiers, base 10 gold, not buying drinks. Ooh. We can hire the soldiers as a boon or for 10 gold. Will you hire? Yes. And I think here we do take a boon because it'll make them less friendly with us, but that will only matter after their 2-week term. So like around day 17 or whatever it is, day 17 to 18, when they become unhired, then they'll be neutral. And we can always buy drinks for them as well. So by that point, if we have some gold, we need to rehire them. We could just buy drinks, get them friendly again, and rehire them. So I think we're gonna go ahead and take the boon here. I'll say yes to that. And now we can just cancel the rest of the hires here. And we've hired the soldiers, so. And actually, interestingly enough, because we did it as a boon, we could go back and get the guard as well. Not a terrible idea. I think having the 4 plus the 3, 7 hired denizens, or natives rather, it's going to make it a lot easier to take out the rogues, which I think would be our next goal. So I say done, and oh, here we go. Here's the wood folk. So do we buy them drinks, or do we battle them? I'm just sort of, I think we battle them, to be honest. It could definitely be a little bloody. These native archers roll 1 die on the missile table, so they could definitely take out some of my hirelings here. But they would drop some bows, including that medium bow, and a couple of treasures. If we could get that medium bow, I think that would be a pretty big boon for us. So we're not going to buy drinks here. We're going to let the dice decide. All right, now we have to decide: do we want to lose 5 notoriety or be blocked? I don't even know if we can lose the 5 notoriety. Like going negative, I think may be an optional rule. So I think we're battling them. We're going to say no. They're going to battle us. So it's going to be us against the 3 woods folk. So on this side, they don't fire. On this side, they do L1 or M1 with 2 sharpness stars, and they move at speed of 4. They move at speed of 2 on this side. So I don't want SHQ to get killed here. So I think what I'll do is let's go ahead and lure 1 with the crossbowman here. That's a pretty good matchup. The crossbowman may be able to take out WHQ here before WHQ gets their shot off. We'll see. And then we'll put the other ones on my pikemen. But I think what we'll do is we'll lure with SHQ and deploy a pikeman, just so the pikeman becomes the target. So we'll go and do that. We'll lure W1 with SHQ, and we'll lure W2 with S1. These 2 are identical, so it doesn't really matter. All right, now we're going to deploy S2 to the W1 who's on SHQ's sheet here. I don't think it matters here what side. We're never going to undercut the wood folk. So I think actually both sides are identical. We'll go on them 4 side just because I think it doesn't matter in terms of whether doing medium or heavy damage. Next we choose, we could alert our weapon, doesn't matter. So now we're going to choose our target. So the question is, do we want to swing at this one or swing at one of these two? Let's go ahead and swing at W2 here. Just increase our chances of hitting W2 before they flip. All right, and then we do positioning. So I sort of move them in different boxes here. Though they'll change tactics and reposition. And okay, the SHQ ended up on the bottom here. I thought I deployed S2 after luring with SHQ. So I thought that the S2 would have ended up as the target of W1, but that's not how it worked. Sort of curious. I'll go back and look at that later and see if I misclicked or if I'm just misunderstanding how that works. This is fine. And this is fine. And then I just need to swing my sword. Speed, well, actually speed kind of matters. I think we'll go ahead and use our fight M3. If W2 does flip, then we'll undercut W2 and kill it. And this may be the same thing that I did that happened in my Black Knight game when I got my CHQ killed. So I'll pay more attention to that. Hopefully this will just work out. We'll see. All right, so we got one of them. Looks like W2 did not flip, but I lined up with W2 and killed him. Here, the crosswoman did hit, but rolled 5s to decrease 2 levels. Didn't do enough damage to kill WHQ. And here, fortunately, W1, it flipped, but their missile attack decreased 1 level, so it did not kill SHQ, who's heavy and armored. In fact, I could do the math on that. Heavy and armored means doing medium damage, so they need to roll a... I'll look at the missile table for that. Give me 1 second. I can open my rules here. All right, looking for the missile table. Should be in the back here. All right, where's the missile table? All right, yeah, here it is. 3 is no change. 2 is increased 1 level, 1 is increased 2 levels. So against a heavy armored creature, native, I think they have to roll a 1. Let me double check that. So medium, they do heavy. Oh no. It just needs it needs a 2 or a 1. So it's actually a 1 and a 3 to kill. So that's not so great. Maybe we go the crossman against W1. Let's just check their range here. All right, so again, we have crossbow versus a bowman. Let's see who's got a longer range. Our archer, okay, light bow is length 14, and a crossbow is length of 12. Okay, so crossbowman is going to go after W1. So, all right. Anyway, we need to fatigue here. We'll fatigue one of my duplicate. Fight M4. All right, now we're down to 2. We have one who's flipped and one who's not. So the one who's flipped is more dangerous. So I definitely want to get W1 to fire at one of my pikemen because they're the least valuable. I think we'll go ahead and take WHQ on the crosswoman sheet. Again, the crosswoman gets a chance to kill WHQ if they don't flip. And then I really feel like the way you're supposed to do this is you're supposed to lure with the one who you don't want to get attacked, and then deploy the others, because the last one you deploy should be the one who's attacked. But that's not how it seemed to work. Let's try it one more time, the way which I've understood it's supposed to work. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. So if I lure with SHQ, then we'll deploy the other two. So we deploy S2 on W1, doesn't matter which side. And we'll deploy S1 to W1. All right, and we'll see how the positioning ends up here. We don't need to do anything. So assigning targets, I think we do actually just pile on to W1 here, because we'll be able to undercut them. All right, let's see how positioning goes here. All right, yeah, so this worked out how I thought it would work out. So the last pikeman who I did deploy is the one who's being attacked. So we can cover all these positions. We can actually use our fight M3 again to undercut W1, and this is fine. All right, so we'll see if S1 survives the attack here. Did not, or did actually, so that's good. The crosswind got killed though. So unfortunately, crosswind, well, never got a chance to fire because the WHQ flipped and fired decrease one level, which is still, let's see, medium, heavy, tremendous, heavy, -1 because of armor, that's still medium damage, so killed the crossbowman before the crossbowman could get their crossbow bolt off. Over here though, it went better. The W1 missed my pikeman, and then looks like both me and SHQ lined up. I'm faster, so I got the kill there. All right, so we lost a soldier. It's too bad. We get to pile on to WHQ here. I'll go ahead and fatigue fight H5. And we'll do the same thing we did before. We're gonna lure with SHQ. And we deploy S2. And we'll deploy S1. And again, this is going to be dangerous for whoever is WHQ's target. We'll target WHQ as well. And we're doing positioning. Okay, so that's still working how I expected it to. I'll look back, probably just a misclick on my part. I'm using the fight M3 double star again to undercut WHQ if they don't flip. So we'll see if S1 survives here. We did get WHQ, and it looks like WHQ rolled a 6, so missed S1, who breathes a sigh of relief, and who got the kill here. It looks like, well, I undercut, and I'm still the fastest, so it looks like I got the kill as well. In fact, I probably should, let's see what the result here was. Yeah, so I get 4 notoriety, times 3 for the dead Death of the Woodsfolk HQ. Yeah, so my notoriety is up to 20 already because I got all 3 kills. So it multiplies 4 for the first, 8 for the second. No, it's not right. Let's see. The first one was not multiplied, so it's 4 notoriety times 1. Plus 4 notoriety times 2. I'm not sure. I guess maybe it hasn't updated yet. I need to fatigue. I'll fatigue this fight M4. And it will end combat. No, it's only got 20 notoriety. How does that work? 4. I guess 1 got killed by one of my natives. The crossbowman or something. So I just got the 4 plus 8 plus 4. Yeah. Still not right. Oh, I lost some. That's what happened. So I lost notoriety from my soldier dying. Okay. So there's a stack of 3 bows here and 2 treasures we'd like to pick up. So I'll spend some time at the house looting. So, and I could probably heal up or rest up as well. So let me assign natives here. Assign both of these to the captain. And writing for day 4. So let me rest a few times and search a couple times. And then we have our soldier HQ here, who's also going to be writing moves. You can just write 4 searches. All right, soldier HQ goes first. So we'll go ahead and loot the clearing. Found amulet. Nothing. Nothing. And scroll of alchemy. So the 2 treasures have been found. Amulet, cancel 1 spell or curse, and scroll of alchemy. It's a type 6, 4 type 6 spells. Basically, we'll just sell that. Let me go ahead and trade those treasures to the captain. Done. And the captain's going to rest 3 times, just rest up all these fights here. And search twice. There's only 3 things left. And nothing and nothing. I think we'll do one more day. Try and get a bow. We would really like the medium bow, but I believe it's the hardest one to find. So it would require snake eyes to get. Okay, end of combat. We'll do one more day of searching, and then we'll move off. Move on. Probably pick up the guard and come back to fight the rogues. Okay, we're all rested up, so let's go ahead and record 5 searches here. Just give ourselves the most chances to get a bow here. All right, so soldier HQ goes first. Loot the clearing. Nothing. Okay, so no 3s or less. And then the captain gets 5 chances here. So get a 5, a 5, a 6, a 5, and a 5. I'm really tempted to give this another try. We do have 32 gold, and we have stuff we can sell to the RHQ, so we could go to the guard, buy an axe, and then hire them. The medium bow would be really nice. A light bow would be okay. Day 6. It looks like the medium bow's on top, which would mean snake eyes to get it. And light bows are a lot less exciting. I guess we move on. 11 days left on the term. Well, we can also leave the SHQ here to search while we go back and pick up the guard. Let's do that. So we have 5 phases. We get to move to the rogues. We'll trade with them, selling these treasures we picked up. And then we'll move 3 times to Dark Valley. Soldier HQ can search 4 times again. See if we can find that. One of those bows to bring to me. Soldier HQ goes first, so play all. We're looking for a 3 or less. Oh, okay, we found one of the 2 bows. We found a light bow. So that was a 1 and a 2. Now we're looking for a 1 and a 2 or a 1 and a 1. We did get a bow. It was not the bow we wanted, but I think still successful. And the captain moves to the rogues. He's going to trade. He's going to sell to them the amulet and the scroll of alchemy. We do want to keep the helmet. for when we fight the rogues, because we're going to have to take at least one rogue on our sheet here. We're down to 3 soldiers and we'll have 3 guard, so I think we'll actually have to take 2 on our sheet, so having a helmet will be very important. We can sell both of these for a total of 15 gold. And then we can move on to Dark Valley. All right, writing for day 7. There's white magic all over the board, or white and black magic all over the board. And also things would respawn, so potentially the wood folk would come back. But we're going to, with the captain, we're going to move to the guardhouse. And I think the guardhouse is perfectly safe for us. Patrols are friends. Yeah, nothing else comes there. We're going to go there and we're going to trade. See if we can't get a axe. So I don't know, how many trades do we need to get an axe at price times 2? Our card, we only get 1 die for higher rolls, not for trade rolls. So it might be somewhat difficult to get an axe. Maybe we spend the day trading and day 8 we can spend hiring. That seems reasonable. And Soldier HQ can just go ahead and follow us towards the guardhouse. There's some chance that the right thing for the Soldier HQ to do is to go into deep woods and start looking for the altar here. The bats are completely harmless to SHQ, who's heavy and armored. I'm not sure about this fight with the tremendous demon though. So SHQ would take a Power of the Pit, which is actually not that bad. A lot of the rolls on the Power of the Pit table do nothing to hirelings. It would basically be a 1 or a 2 on 2 dice would be the rolls you don't want to get. And then the demon flips and has 4/4. So actually I think that's no good. I think SHQ would be in trouble at that point with their speed of 5 or 6. They get undercut. The T4 star doesn't really save you unless you line up. So I think it would be a 1 out of 3 chance twice in a row to kill the demon. Yeah, so we'll just have SHQ follow us. We're gonna try and take these rogues out next. I have to think about where we go from there. I think we actually can go to the order to sell the rogue stuff at that point. All right, so sending that and start with the captain, who moves in with the guard, and it's gonna do 4 trades here. So we're gonna buy, and we can actually try and get Cloak of Mist too. Let's see how it goes with the axe first. All right, we're not buying drinks. All right, price times 3. A little bit pricey. No, I don't know if we're gonna get better. I might just want to take that because we have the gold. We're gonna add the short sword. So it's gonna be a total price of 8. So 8 gold and 4 trade-in value for our sword. I think we'll go ahead and do this. This is fine. And then we'll see if we get a really good deal for maybe the Cloak of Mist here. Not buying drinks. No deal. No deal. And no deal. Okay. And the Soldier HQ just moves to this safe space in Dark Valley. All right, no luring, no combat. And on to day 8. All right, so we've gotten the axe. In fact, let me go ahead and activate that. And we will spend the day 5 phases trying to hire the guard. And the Soldier HQ can move in here and just do a few hides here, nothing really to do. We'll trade the bow to me and we'll rejoin forces and then make our way back up to the inn. All right, Captain, 5 hires. Okay, so we're gonna try to hire the guard here. Base of 12. I think we're trying to go for 24 gold here. We're not buying drinks. 48, nope. Not buying drinks. 48, nope. 36, we're trying to do better than that. Particularly with 1 die. 48, nope. 1 more. All right, 24. Get price opportunity, price times 2. I think that's good enough. So we're gonna hire the guard for 24. We're down to 15 gold. We'll have to make that gold back, but killing the rogues if we can with all their horses would be easy to make that gold back. Soldier HQ just moves in and just hides. Let me just now I have 2 HQs to write orders for here. Let's make sure. All right, done here. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus me is 7. There are 8 rogues, so it should be an interesting fight. All right. All right, let's assign the followers to ourselves here. So we have 2 guardsmen who can follow me. And day 9, we just move straight to the inn and trade everything to them. What do we have to trade to them? I guess we have the bow, and that's it. We could sell them the bow, or I could use it in combat. All right, so again, subtract 1 from missile die rolls. So that means we're, the worst we get is a 5 with a light bow, which is decreased 2 levels. So it's light with 2 sharpness stars. So it does light damage if I roll a 5. Otherwise it does medium or better against unarmored, which is enough to kill most of the rogues. The medium bow would be better, because that would guarantee a kill for medium and unarmored creatures, which would be great against the rogues. The range also helps, though, in the first round of combat. So I think it's a 2 out of 3 chance that we don't roll a 6, which would mean we could kill any one of the rogues that is medium and unarmored, so one of the assassins or something, on the first round. 2 out of 3. Otherwise, we're taking swings with our axe, and chances are more like 1 out of 3. So we can alert our axe as well. Huh. Let's give the bow a try. It might be fun. We're gonna want to alert it too. So unfortunately, I feel like we can spend our last phase alerting here. Can I trade now? No, okay. So if it can, yeah, I think we might have messed that up in terms of I don't have the bow in my possession, so I can't activate it. I can't alert during the day. Certainly need every advantage here. I'm not sure that we can activate the bow and alert it both in round 1. And if we wait till round 2, then we lose the ranged advantage. We could go to the altar. Feels kind of a waste of a day, but let's actually go to Evil Valley 1. We'll trade everything, make sure I get the bow, make sure it's alerted and activated before we go into the inn. I think this is going to be the safer play, even though it wastes a day. So the captain's going to move here. We can throw a couple hides in. And then we have SHQ and GHQ can both follow. Follow the captain here. Okay, so we move through Deep Woods, end up in Evil Valley. And we do want to trade here. So you want to trade with, is SHQ? It's gonna give us the lipo. Finish trade. And the captain, you can go ahead and activate that. So you have the bow activated. So next turn we can alert it and move into the inn, and we'll do that combat at the end of day 10. All right, so here comes the big combat. Let's see how I handle it. So what can we do here? We want to alert the bow. We can hide a couple times, and then we move into the inn here. You do another hide or something, doesn't really matter. Hiding won't really help us. And Soldier HQ can follow the captain, and Guard HQ can also follow the captain. All right, so next we want to alert our light bow. We hide, we move into the inn. We're not going to leave our followers behind. And so we're all in a gigantic stack here at the inn. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we're not buying drinks. They don't battle us. So, we have 2 pikemen, which they line up round 1 very well with the axemen. They have range on them, and if the axemen flip to their faster side, their T3 side, they get undercut. So I think, at least for round 1, we're going to lure both axemen with our pikemen, because that feels like a pretty good lineup. And then we have our 3 heavy armored, or actually 4 heavy armored swordsmen. So they can take all these, basically take all these medium, light and medium swordsmen here. I just have to decide which 2 I want to take. So we can take 4, and I need to take 2. So with my bow, I'm going to try and take out one of them. I think I'll take the bowman on my sheet as well, which might be a little bit dangerous, but L3. And then I'll take a shot at one of these others. Probably not the armored one. I'll take a shot at one of these who's unarmored. 4. So I'll take an assassin. I'll take RHQ on my sheet, who I'm going to shoot at, and I guess I'll take the bowman as well, which is a bit of a risk, but hopefully things will look better at the start of next turn. So my heavy swordsmen are all perfectly safe here. It doesn't really matter who takes who, and then I don't think any of them undercut. Oh yeah, they do undercut against the 5s. So you put them on their T4 side, they can undercut these swordsmen who are slow on their light side. So we'll do that. And then I don't think these matter all that much. All right, so that's our luring done. I'm not alerting or anything. I've already alerted my bow. Assign my target. So I assign my target to the rogue HQ. So you can take them out. And auto position is fine. I'm gonna hide behind my helmet here. I guess it doesn't really matter how fast it is, because if the... Well, actually, it does matter because RHQ may survive from my my bow. I may miss. Let me cancel that for a second. Let me do my attack first. So this doesn't matter. I can use my M5 with no effort asterisks here, which I don't think you overswing on bows. Actually, I should know that. I don't use them that much. What I'll do is I'll look at the details and see if we get another, if we can actually overswing on a bow. I don't think we do though. Anyway, this M5 will work because the speed of 1 is what you take into account, not the speed of the fight chip. And that will actually let me use a move M3 here. So if I fail to kill the assassin, they won't undercut me, and at least I can be protected by my helmet. So we just don't want the archer to flip and shoot me somewhere that's not protected by armor. That would be the end of the game. The rest of these positioning I think is fine, how I had it. No reason to move anybody. Let's see what happens, to see if I die. Nope, I do not die. The archer did not flip, and actually I rolled snake eyes on my missile table. So a 0 actually on the missile table. Let me just look at the details here. Let's see. I just want to see if it gives me additional damage due to using a medium fight here. All right. Captain. Undercut. Initial harm is L plus 2 sharpness stars. Yes, there's no... It doesn't go to medium, so it just stays at light. But then it increases 2 levels, so heavy plus 2 sharpness stars, so plenty of damage to kill the RHQ. And the archer doesn't flip, so I don't take any damage from that. Looks like these 2 swordsmen did not flip, so we were able to undercut them. This axeman did flip, so the pikeman did undercut them. This axeman did not flip, so we did not undercut him. lined up with this assassin and lined up with this swordsman. So that went just about as well as you could possibly hope. So moving on to round 2, I need to fatigue a move. I'll just fatigue one of my 3 move M4s. And so we have to decide who's luring what now. We're left with just 2 rogues left. This is still a danger. The T3 star is a problem. I don't have anybody fast enough to dodge that unless I take him on my own sheet. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to lure the archer with somebody who's disposable, and then I will fire at the archer with my bow from safety, and then everyone else can pile on R1 here. And again, I think we'll use my 2 pikemen to be the ones to take the risk, because they're a little bit less important, I think, than my heavy swordsman here. Situationally, though, that's not true. Okay, so luring, we'll lure away from my character sheet. We'll lure the archer on S1, and then we'll lure R1 with any one of these swordsmen. We'll deploy the S2 last. All right, so we're deploying. Everyone's piling on to the axeman here. And I think we'll obviously do the faster side. And we'll deploy here. Actually, maybe we can deploy we'll deploy SHQ here against the axeman. Again, on their T4 side, we'll deploy GHQ against the axeman. On their T4 side, and finally we'll deploy the pikemen on the to the axeman, and we'll do the because it's H5 or T3. Yeah, we'll do this side. All right. I do want to alert my weapon. So alert my weapon with just matter H6. And assign target of the archer here. And now we do positioning. So I'll do my M5 attacking the archer. And then here we'll just spread everybody out into all possible positions. So we should get a guaranteed kill here. And we're just taking the risk on S2 here. So that should be fine. So see what happens. So R4 actually did flip, but missed, and we also missed. We rolled a 6. So fortunately, the pikeman survives, but unfortunately we do miss. And here, the axeman does not flip, and is killed by, looks like, G1 here, who lines up and gets the kill. So now we get to pile on to the archer. We'll do sort of the same thing here. We'll let one of the pikemen assume the risk. Okay, so we'll just go through the luring and deployment here. Deploying everybody on the archer. and deploying S1 last. And again, I'll alert my weapon, my bow, with a H6, and assign the target of R4. I'm doing positioning, just basically filling all these boxes as best we can, and then we will be firing our bow with the Fight M5. And we should have a dead archer here. It's just a matter of whether the archer hits and kills the S1. Fortunately, the archer flipped, so did not fire this turn. And who got the kill? Looks like I missed. So in the end, it was S2 lined up and was able to get the kill. All right. So we got rid of all of the rogues and didn't take a casualty, so that was a very successful combat. And they drop a bunch of horses and some treasures, which I sold to them, and the armor, which I sold to them as well. So we'll spend the next day searching here at the inn. All three of us can do this. So I can just record 5 searches. Soldier HQ can record 4 searches, and Guard HQ can record 4 searches. So starting with SHQ, we're looting 12 items in the clearing here. Found a horse, found gloves of strength. Okay, that's a really nice item. And found another horse. We're gonna go ahead and trade all that to the captain. So the gloves of strength is a fight T5. Some much more useful in some other characters than the captain, but there are some interesting things you can do with it, like open up the vault if we find that treasure location. So all of that goes to the captain. Done. Guard goes next. So there's 8 left. So we get a good book, shield, amulet, and breastplate. And again, we'll just go ahead and trade that, send that over to the captain. So the good book is 4 type 1 spells. Basically, we'll just sell that. And then the captain gets 5 more searches here. There's only 4 things left, so we're looking for a roll of 4 or less here. First, we find the Scroll of Alchemy. Nothing, 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 and nothing. So pretty good haul. Going to activate one of these horses. We're probably going to want to activate this medium heavy one. Yeah, we'll activate this one. Anything else we want to activate? I guess we might as well activate the gloves of strength, just in case we want to use them. And we'll activate this armor as well. For now, probably end up selling it. I think I'll activate the axe over the bow. The bow is an interesting situational weapon, particularly against things like the rogues, or maybe the goblins, or other things like that. And the rest of this is just to sell. All right, so that's the end of day 11. And now we have to decide what to do. 5 days left on the term of the soldiers, 10 days on the guard. We do want to get over somewhere to sell everything. We could sell everything to the order. We could also go look for treasure locations, or we could look for campfires to continue our conquest of other native groups. We could see if there's a campfire in Pine Woods here, or Maple Woods. There's a few woods here we could check out. We could go through Borderlands. We could check out the mountains. The other thing we can do is sell everything to SHQ when their term expires in 5 days. and we could potentially actually attack them again. It's a little bit out of character, but I don't think there's anything preventing you from betraying them, and then selling everything to them and killing them for it. I guess for maximizing points, we could do that. Let's end our first day in Pinewoods, and we'll check that out. So I have 5 moves. Am I really worried about hiding here? Like a bunch of wolves we could probably take. I don't think there's anything in the Pinewoods we'd be too worried about with our army here. So I'm going to just do one search, and then we'll move on out to Pinewoods 2. And we'll check out the mountains and the cliff here, see if there's any good treasure locations. Oh, we have an additional move too because of the horse, so we can actually search a couple times before we leave. We could search for a bow too, to see if we get lucky. That's fine. 2 searches for one of the 3 horses, and then we'll move to Pinewoods. We'll just have the 2 HQs follow me. All right, so here we go, day 12. 2 searches, trying to get a 3 or less. We did, we got a 2, so we found another horse. No luck the second time. It's a horse we found. The horse is a H7, H6. M5, H6 is probably better for now. And then we're gonna move into Pinewoods with our HQs following us. Nothing shows up. It's Bones W, which I believe is wolves, although they were not active. Let's see, Bones is actually, no, Ruins is wolves. Bones is 2 ogres. All right, so now we're going to move into Borderlands. So that'd be just move, and 3 hides, I guess. Just be extra safe here with SHQ and GHQ following me. All right, Captain. Move, and 3 hides, succeeding the first try, with GHQ and Soldier HQ following. So we're all hidden. Nothing here to speak of. Bones and Slither. So Bones C is trolls. We could take trolls probably with our axe. And Slither would be snakes and maybe dragons. Yeah. So Slither also brings a heavy and then a tremendous dragon, which they're decent fame and notoriety. Actually, that's one thing I have to keep in mind here is I have 0 fame. I need to get at least 10 to meet that requirement. But there's no treasure location here, so I think we move on to mountains and check that out. So I could move 3 times to here and hide twice, and that puts me in a better position to move to the cliff without having to go through that mountain square. So it'd be 1 move to get here and 2 more moves to get to Mountain 5, and that still leaves me with 2 more phases to hide. I think that's what we'll do. End in Mountain 5, and then we're gonna be able to check out the cliff after that. And I'll just have, again, everyone follow me. If we start to find treasure locations, we might have our HQs split up and start doing their own searches. But for now, we'll just stay as a big group here. Safety in numbers and all that. All right, so move, and 2 hides, we succeed. Okay, so we found the Lost Castle, one of the two big treasure locations on the board. And we have 3 spiders to fight here. All right, so that should help us with our fame. Looks like we're on Cairns here, actually. And there's both Horde and Lair here. So this is a huge, potentially very lucrative treasure location. But first we have to survive this encounter. So the light damage and the medium damage actually do not hurt any of my heavy swordsmen. And then on this side, the spider gets a lot slower. They have a attack speed of 5. So I feel like our swordsman could definitely take on the giant spider here without too much trouble. As long as they don't flip to their slower side, they should be totally fine. And because the tremendous monsters don't roll to change tactics, they change tactics by hitting the first time, then they flip. We could actually pile on to the tremendous spider here safely, because even if the target, being one of my heavy swordsmen, does flip, they still won't take any damage from the medium bite. And then we can the next turn we can change the positioning or the tactics of the target, and they'll still be safe. Because 5 and a 5 means that they will hit each other, and then the tie is broken by length, and the greatsword is longer than the bite. And then the other spiders here do roll change tactics, so they could be doing T6 here. The L4 we can ignore, that won't kill any of my natives, but the T6 could kill them. Obviously, it won't be a problem in the first round of combat. So I guess we just take the 2. Yeah, we'll take the 2 heavy spiders on the pikemen, I think. Because the M4 will kill the heavy unarmored spiders, and but will not hurt the tremendous spiders. So I think we'll just take the pikemen take the heavy spiders round 1, and then we can lure and deploy with the great swordsman on the tremendous spider. We should be able to cover all 3 positions. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll lure with one of the HQs just in case I make a mistake here. And then we'll deploy sort of in reverse order here. Deploy all of our swordsmen against the tremendous spider. All right, and then I have to decide who I'm going to swing at. I think the tremendous spider is dead no matter what. So let's take a swing at one of these 2 heavy spiders instead. Yeah, so we don't need to lure our weapon. We're not going to undercut the spider anyway. So we'll assign one of these 2 spiders as our target. And we need to do positioning. So we'll position our swordsman in all 3 positions here. That should all be fine. And then I just need to take a swing at the heavy spider here. Doesn't really matter. I'll swing with the H6 here. And let's see what happens. Okay. So we have a dead tremendous spider. Looks like they did undercut the G2, but length goes first anyway, and looks like G1 lined up with and killed the spider before they could bite G2 anyway. And we missed, everyone else missed the heavy spiders. So we can go ahead and pile on, I think, one of these heavy spiders. We can pile on both of them. Should be perfectly safe. Because I think everything is doing is faster than a 6, or as fast as a 6, and with a weapon length would break the tie. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll do like 3 and 3. I guess I'll end up with the pikemen as the targets just in case something goes horribly wrong. So we'll lure with the HQs and then start deploying. We'll deploy G1 to the GHQ. Deploy G2 to the SHQ. And then deploy the pikemen, 1 to each. Okay, so it's 3 to each. And then I can just, I don't need to alert my weapon. I'll just assign a target as well. I guess I'll assign this one. And we're doing positioning. So we will spread out here. Let me actually use my H. I don't think it doesn't matter with the sharpness star, but H6 to overswing the axe. And then this side we'll do the same thing. She'll put them down here. Shouldn't matter. Okay, we'll see how that goes. 2 dead spiders. Who got the kills here? So it goes by speed. So it looks like the G1 lined up with and killed the spider. And here it looks like SHQ lined up and killed this spider. Okay, so that is the end of combat, and we're on to day 15. I forgot to mention it was day 14, and we actually had gray magic on the board, and things would respawn as well. So cairns is actually a great thing to loot. There's tons of treasures there. It's great to actually use your HQs to loot it, because every time you do a search action on cairns, you actually fatigue something, but because your natives don't have any chits, they never fatigue anything. There's seven treasures there, 1 large and 6 small. So we'll go ahead and search for cairns for sure. I have to think about horde and lair as well. What else can show up here? Howl is bats, shouldn't be a problem. Patter is spiders, should also not be a problem. Dank M, I think, is more bats. No, sorry. Dank M is spiders as well. See, anything else? So bats, spiders, and then the we have the dragons. The dragons might be interesting. I think we can take them with our swordsman, but it might be a little dangerous. We'll see. So we have 2 days left on the term of the soldiers. So we're going to take advantage of that. So looking at the cairns here. fatigue 1 asterisk each time you roll to loot the Karen's box. Okay. So it's not until you loot it. So I think I will help find the Karen's, and then I'll use my HQs to actually do the looting, just to save my effort asterisks. So do we need to hide? I don't think we do. I think we're tough enough right now. We can just go in and search without hiding. We won't move. We won't use a free move, so just 4 searches. And 4 searches from the SHQ. And 4 searches from Guard HQ. And we may not get all of those searches if we draw something. It will block the people who go second and third, but that's just something that will happen. Actually, we get a die roll of 6, so probably a bat will come. Maybe not the first time, but the second time. Soldier HQ goes first. So we're going to go ahead and try and get the treasure location. Nothing. Looks like we got snake eyes, so choice. Discover chits. And then 2 loots. Loot the Karens. Map of Lost City. Not the last castle, unfortunately. We did find the map of the Lost City. And then Elven Slippers, which unfortunately I think are not... they're light slippers, and we're a medium character, so that doesn't help us. We're going to go and pass those things over to the captain. Add those 2 things to the inventory. Done. And then Guard HQ goes next, which is good. There is a bat over here who's about to come over and block me. But the Guard HQ at least gets to loot Karen's here. We weren't hidden when we found it, so deft gloves. Withered claw is interesting. Nothing. Again, we'll trade those things to the captain. So the deft gloves are light gloves, and they also let you loot with 1 die, which is actually really, really handy. So probably will use that to try and loot some treasure locations. I'm not sure we'll do that in the Karens, but maybe these other ones. And finish the trade. And onto the captain, but unfortunately we're going to get the first search, and then we're going to be blocked here. So I could actually go ahead and I guess I can't activate at this phase. Okay, deactivate this? No. All right, I think we're just gonna have to do 1 search here. It's worth fatiguing something. I guess so. Or blocked anyway, okay. It should get blocked right off the bat, so nothing, no chance to loot. Just got the 1 bat. Each chit only draws once a day, so next time we'll get 2 bats. So I'm gonna do this bat combat in a minute. I need to actually take a 2-minute break here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and mute my mic, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, I'm back. I'll see if I remember to cut that from the video. All right, so this should be pretty easy. The only thing we have to make sure we do is actually we want the target to be one of our heavy swordsmen, not the pikeman. We can basically just pile onto this bat and guarantee a kill here. So we'll lure with one of the pikemen, and we'll make sure we deploy the swordsman last here. I'm just gonna go through this pretty quickly. This is not a great danger. Just gonna deploy all these guys against the bat. And I might just sit this combat out. Not really gonna help. I'm not gonna get any multiplier from killing them myself. So we're just gonna let the natives take care of this. We'll position them in all three spots here. And that should be fine. Okay. And who got the kill? Looks like G2 lined up and got the kill on the bat before the bat got a chance to even hit the native with their longsword. All right, that's done. 3 fame, 3 notoriety in the books. And we're on to day 16. This is the last day of the soldier's term. And how many treasures are left in the cairns? There's 3 treasures left in the cairns. I can activate my deft gloves now. I'll deactivate the gloves of strength to do that. But it will let me potentially get some of those treasures. I just have to decide, because I have to fatigue. If I search 4 times, for instance, I have to fatigue 4 things. I do have a lot of effort asterisks I could fatigue, though. Let's see, 4 of them. I could do 1 fight H5, 1 fight M4, and a move M4. Is the fight H5 any? No, fight H5 I could do both of those because I have the gloves of strength. So that should be good. All right. Yeah, I can go ahead and search 4 times here. And we'll let the HQs do their own searching as well. And that'll probably be it for the cairns. There's only 3 treasures left. All right, so starting with Soldier HQ, we're going to do 4 searches. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And then we found the ointment of bite. And trade that with the captain. And that's done. GHQ next. Oh, blocked. Okay. So we got a giant spider here who's going to block all of us, unfortunately. All right, so again, we have to kill this spider. It's not terribly dangerous. We just pile on. Round 1. Anyone who is being attacked by this spider should be perfectly safe round 1. So let's lure with whoever and just deploy everyone onto this spider. I think I'll sit this combat out as well. Just a couple extra steps that we don't need. And position everybody in all 3 spots here. And that should be a dead spider. Who got the kill? Looks like both pikemen and just great swordsman lined up. The pikemen have the length, so they actually killed the spider at the same time. Okay, got a few more fame, a few more notoriety there. And now we're down to 2 treasures in the cairn, so I think we actually leave that alone and maybe go try and find and loot the horde. We've lost the soldiers, so here's where I could actually sell stuff to them as well. So the question is, with me and my 3 guardsmen, can I take the dragons? And I think I can. The real problem is when they flip, if they change tactics from their T4 to their H5 side, they no longer kill the tremendous dragons. So there's some chance that we just fail to kill the dragons multiple times in a row. I guess you just take 1 dragon on 1 guardsman's sheet. so they're guaranteed to be on their T4 side, and just hope that the head doesn't flip. Depending on which dragon it is. But if it's and this one is the problem, actually. I think they both have length on my swordsman, I believe. Maybe they'd kill each other. It'll be an interesting fight, though. If we get one, I think we get both dragons together, which might actually be an issue. I could also try and rehire the soldiers. Like I could sell stuff to them and then try and rehire them, but that means I can't sort of reclaim this stuff that I sell to them. It seems a little bit cheesy to sell everything to the soldiers and then kill them. It wouldn't be a particularly easy fight either. It'd be like 3-on-4. All right, let me think here. Oh, the rogues are back. Well, that's making me think we should rehire the soldiers and go back and have another go at the rogues. Interestingly enough, I do have a light bow, which would work with the deft gloves. It's not like that much better. I think the only real advantage of the deft gloves and the light bow are you can alert it, even if you have things in your sheet which are fast. So we basically have 10 days left. We have 11 days. And maybe we do hit the horde and maybe the lair first. And then we head back to the inn. So how many days does that take? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 or 3 days to get back. That's actually plenty of time to try and get some more treasures here, and then we can head back and sell things to the rogues. All right, in 5 days we lose the guard, so that would be like the perfect time to be at the rogues. Actually, would be when we're about to lose the guard. Because then we could sell to the rogues, kill the rogues, and then loot and sell to the guard while still using the guard in combat. So that gives us a day or two to look for and loot for the horde. We have to hire the soldiers too, so maybe 5 days is not enough. Because otherwise we need to budget enough time to get down to the order after killing the rogues to sell everything. Maybe that's what we do though. It's 3 days to get to the order from the rogues. So thinking backwards, that's 3 days to get to the order and sell everything to them. 2 days to get to the rogues, so that's 5 days. So that leaves us with like 5 or 6 days to loot it. Am I doing that right? Hang on. I have like 10, 11 days. So yeah, 2, 3 is 5. So I give another 5 days. Okay, let's do that. I also need to remember to rehire the soldiers. Maybe I just do that now. I have 16 gold, costs 4 plus 2 plus 2, is 8, so I can do it at price times 2. Rolling 1 die. Oh, and but they're neutral. Because I haven't repaid the boon. So you do have to sell some stuff to them. I do a trade. Sell enough stuff to them to repay the boon, I guess, or maybe just to pay for a few bribes, or buying drinks rather. This is a lot of decisions here. I'm gonna save enough stuff here to sell to the rogues too, just to maximize our gold. Yeah, let's get the soldiers back, just because I think I'm worried about having to fight 2 dragons at once. So that means selling some stuff, selling some junk to the soldiers to pay back the boon, or buy drinks. So we can buy them for price times 2. All right. So that means we're doing a single trade. And then we're doing some hires. And GHQ can, I guess, just hide. We'll also have to rehire the guard if we're going to kill the rogues. All right, one step at a time here. All right, so we're selling stuff to SHQ. So we're gonna end up with, we need another 10 gold basically. That would allow us to buy back the boon or get 3 buy drinks 3 times. Not sure what's better. Sell a horse, I guess. Sell the good book. Let's sell the Scroll of Alchemy. All right. I'm going to try to hire soldiers, and we will buy drinks. All right, no deal. Oh, opportunity. There we go. Hire the soldiers for price for 8 gold. Price times 1. That's great. Let's roll a 1 and then a 2. We could, instead of wasting this, we could try and rehire the guard just to see if we get really lucky. No lucky. All right, and 2 bats show up. And they do appear on in our clearing here. So again, we just want to lure with the pikemen and then deploy the great swordsman against them. And I will take a swing at one as well. I think we're not going to be able to guarantee. All right, so 3 and 3. And I will go ahead and take a swing as well. One of them. And doing positioning. So we'll use our H6 here. All right. That should be fine. We got one of the two. Looks like the pikemen lined up, got the kill. And here we all just missed. So we gotta pile onto that, the second bat here. I'm just gonna go through this quickly here. Alright, I'll assign the targets and position in as many boxes as possible. And we'll see who gets the kill here. Alright, looks like a few of us lined up with a bat, and it goes by speed, so it looks like one of the two, in fact G1 and G2 both hit at the same time, and both got the kill. Alright, I'm just looking at the time here, and I don't want to rush through the last 10 days. I think there's actually quite a bit we could do in 10 more days. So I'm actually going to take a break here and come back in the evening and finish the last 10 days, so I can actually pay attention and make sure we do a good job here. I think we could definitely squeeze some more points out of this game. Already doing very well. So thanks for hanging out on Twitch if you're here, and if you're watching on YouTube, there'll be a little cut here and we'll go straight to writing for day 18. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so we got 10 days left, and our guard are going to become unhired in 4 days. I think we're going to try and go to the Horde next. Let's see if we can't loot the Horde. The Horde is one of the better treasure locations. There's 9 treasures there. 5 large and 4 small. Might be kind of an interesting fight if the dragon comes back, but hopefully we can handle it. So we're writing for day 18. So I'm gonna move over there and just do a few searches. Should alright, I have to move twice because it's in the mountains. So our horse helps out with that. I'm actually gonna have actually, let's actually assign these underlings like we're being reminded to. Assign the soldiers to myself. And SHQ, we're gonna have everybody take their own moves so they can get the searches as well. We may end up being blocked if something spawns. So move, search for soldier HQ, and move, search for guard HQ. And we do have a monster die roll of 1, so I think soldier HQ is gonna go first, and everyone else is going to be blocked. But we'll have an interesting fight here. I don't know if the second dragon's going to come to us. It'll be an interesting fight either way. So Soldier HQ moves to the Horde. We're going to search twice. Find nothing. Find nothing. And there we go. We get a tremendous dragon, and there's also another tremendous dragon at the lair as well. So Guard HQ is going to move into the Horde, and then it's going to be blocked. And the second tremendous dragon comes there as well. So now the captain moves into the Horde and gets blocked as well. So we have 2 tremendous dragons to deal with here. So this should be an interesting fight. I'm actually gonna bring up the rules here because the length is gonna matter. We have some options. So let me get to the monster record here. And the appendices. Here we go. Alright, so the dragon head of the tremendous dragon that doesn't fly is a length of 9, which is like a staff, so that's actually longer. And the other dragon has a length of 7, which is a broadsword. Our tremendous swordsmen have a length of 8, so they actually have a length advantage on the tremendous flying dragon, but not a length advantage on the tremendous non-flying dragon. So we have some options here. One thing we can do is I could lure this tremendous dragon with a longer reach and run away, which would give the other swordsman the chance to sort of surround and take out the first of the 2 dragons. And then we'll just have 1 to deal with, and it'll be, it still will be a difficult fight, might lose somebody, but at least we wanted to fight both at the same time. I'm not going to help out any other way. I can't deal tremendous damage with my heavy, my medium axe. So I think this is probably the way to go. So let's see. Just making sure we're all set here. Yeah, here we go. Here's the combat frame. So that means I'm gonna lure this dragon, and easy enough to run away from. It's very slow. And I think we want to put one of, do we have a pikeman? Yeah, we do have pikemen. So we're gonna put one of the pikemen in harm's way here. And then we're gonna deploy, so we'll deploy the pikeman last. So we're gonna lure with any old swordsman here. And we'll start deploying the swordsman first. On their T side, so they can actually deal damage here. So again, deploying all of these to the flying dragon and deploying on their T sides. And at last we'll deploy these 2 pikemen and deploying them on their H6-4 side, so they won't be, well, actually it doesn't matter. The tremendous flying dragon has a speed of 3, but on either side the pikemen can't damage the tremendous and armored creature. So we'll just go on that side. Because we have our stack of all of our natives dealing with the tremendous flying dragon, and I'm taking on the other dragon myself. And I'm just going to go ahead and click run away here. And easy enough to do. Let's use could use any number of things. We'll use our move M5 to run away. And next, we're going to position everybody. Just make sure we have everybody on the correct side. Unfortunately, it looks like I didn't position this, or I didn't assign the correct tactics to G2, so that might be a problem. Hopefully it won't be a problem, but we'll see. What I'll do is I'll actually make sure I cover all 3 directions at least. So you have a tremendous swordsman on all 3 positions at least. So it actually shouldn't matter. Actually, that actually covers us a little bit. If you roll for tactics and these 2 flip, I think that will actually save us. So we'll see if we line up, and if we see if we deal the tremendous damage, and we'll see if we deal that damage before the tremendous flying dragon can kill the pikeman. Okay, Okay, so we did manage to kill the pikeman, and we managed to do it before the dragon was able to kill the pikeman. So, and the one who got the kill was SHQ, lining up, dealing tremendous damage. So well done. So now we're going to now we have to fight this other dragon, who is, this is probably going to be a little bit more of an issue, having a speed of 4 and the length advantage on us. But again, we'll go ahead and lure with whoever, GHQ. Hey, Finitely Craig, welcome. And we'll deploy everyone else on this dragon here. Deploying the pikemen last. They can take the risk. And deploy SHQ to the dragon, making sure we're deploying on the tremendous side. Deploy G1. Sort of wondering if I should deploy one of these on their H side and do the same trick where I put an H5 and a T4 in the same space, so that if they change tactics, we would still have a tremendous attack covering that location. I think that's correct. I should check the rules here and see if you roll for changing tactics per each space. Repositioning denizens and changing tactics. All the denizens in that box turn over. Yeah, so you roll for each box separately. So it makes sense to actually deploy this swordsman on their H side. So I'm going to pick the H5 side. And then we'll just go ahead and deploy these pikemen. So they'll end up being... And now it does really matter that they're on their faster side, so the H6-4 side. So they might have a chance to dodge this dragon. All right. See how they do. All right, so positioning. Again, we're going to position an H5 and a T4 in the same space. So if they do change tactics, at least one will be dealing tremendous damage there. And so we have, I made a mistake here. I have 2 H5s. I should only have 1. All right, that's pretty bad actually. It's less likely for them to change tactics than not. So do your units change tactics if you set them off? Yeah. So in this case, you roll 2 dice, and if you get a 6 on either die, then everybody in that space flips. And we need to do tremendous damage to this dragon. So I've made a mistake here. It's more likely two times out of 3 they're going to stay how they are, and like about 1 time out of 3 they'll actually flip. So I've made a mistake. We'll see if it affects S2's life here. We'll see. All right, looks like we killed, it was a mutual destruction here. So unfortunately the pikemen flipped to their slower side, so that this H4 attack undercut them. Even with their move of 5. So the length of the dragon's head of 9 is more than our great swordsman's length of 8, so that goes first. But fortunately, GHQ lined up with a dragon, so we lost a pikeman, killed a dragon. Pretty good trade, all in all. All right, so that's the end of that combat. The captain is fleeing between 2 spaces. So we'll move back to the horde, and we'll continue searching for it. And we'll have our, this is fine. We'll have Soldier HQ also search, and GHQ also search. So we're gonna try and find this horde, dragon horde, and loot it. Our captain goes first, moving back into the horde and searching 3 times. Found the horde on the first try with 4s. So now we're looting. There's 9 treasures. Found the Crypt of the Night. Ooh. Okay. I think that just gets added to the treasures. I'm not actually sure. Or is that something separate that we... looks the Crypt of the Night's there. I think it might be something separate we have to actually choose to search. But there's a table for it. Crypt of the Night. Where is it? Page 42. So this is a 122-page rulebook for this game. Page 42. And there is a table for this. Actually, I think I probably have it in the game, or in this. I think where is it? Tables. Yeah, here, Crypt of the Night. Okay. So, rolling 2 dice, if you roll a 6 on either die, you can roll for a curse, which is obviously not good. If you roll a 5 on the highest die, you add 1 point. You can find 1 gold piece. A 4 on the highest die, you get a treasure card. A 3 on the highest die, you get the Bane sword, which is an amazing, tremendous sword. Probably, it's actually too heavy for us to really wield. And a 2, we get a tremendous suit of armor, also too heavy for us to wear. And on Snake Eyes, we get the War Horse, which is amazing, but also you need to roll Snake Eyes. Although we have the Deft Glove, so we roll 1 die. So there's a 1 out of 6 chance we get that War Horse, which would be amazing. Of course, there's also a 1 out of 6 chance we get a curse. But that said, we do have the amulet potion, which cancels a curse, so maybe we could risk it. There are 2 things that we pick up there which you can't even carry because they're tremendous. And I don't think we have we don't have a horse that can carry tremendous things, so. We do have gloves of strength, so we can swing the sword if we could carry it. We just wouldn't be able to, so if we got the war horse, we could use our gloves of strength. We could swing the Bane sword and just start killing all kinds of tremendous armored stuff, which would be pretty fun. But we'd have to get kind of lucky. Well, there's a lot of other stuff to search for first, so let's, I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to just click the loot, the Crypt of the Night button here. You can always give the tremendous loot to our hired men. They can carry tremendous stuff, I think. I'm gonna click the loot, the Crypt of the Night button here. We'll see what happens. Oh, we don't have the lost keys activated. Okay. So, yeah. We need to open it. To open it, we need these gloves of strength to open it. This is kind of interesting because we need to open it with the gloves of strength, and then we would need to switch back to the deft gloves. You know what I'll do is I'll actually let my hirelings loot it because the curses generally don't affect them. Actually, none of the curses affect them. So although they're unlikely to get the better stuff, at least they can open it and they won't get cursed. All right, so we're just gonna, instead we'll do a search. We'll loot the hoard. Oh, well, no, we found another treasure within treasure location. We found the moldy skeleton and we got cursed. Cursed with wither, cannot have any active effort chits. So it's a good thing that we have the amulet. We can get rid of that curse. But there are 3 more treasures on the pile, which is interesting. We also got some gold from that, I think. 50 gold. Yeah, no, we didn't get any gold. I thought the moldy skeleton had some gold attached to it, but I guess not. Alright, who's up next? I guess it's Soldier HQ. Alright, so Soldier HQ, oh, they haven't found the Crypt of the Night, I guess. Interesting. Alright. I guess Soldier HQ can't carry tremendous stuff. I guess they just carry heavy stuff. We'll take the chest right now. Might have to drop it. Silver breastplate, elusive cloak, and ointment of steel, and we'll trade all that stuff to the captain. All right, so we're adding. I guess I'll pass all this stuff over to the captain. Maybe not this heavy breastplate, because they'll prevent us from moving. And the chest will also prevent us from moving, but I think that the chest will probably have to abandon unless we happen to find the last keys. Alright, that's fine. Deactivate the horse is fine. Alright, GHQ. Again, we're going to loot the hoard, glimmering ring. Found the Crypt of the Night. Alright, so now the guard can loot the Crypt of the Night. Sure, we'll take the tremendous armor. And then we'll loot the hoard again. Found the map of ruins. We'll trade all this stuff over to the captain. Okay, so found a bunch of stuff I can't carry unless we can somehow find a way to get that horse. So, day 20. I think we're pretty safe. The dragons won't come back until day 21 at the earliest. Patter is just spiders, they're no big deal. Howl is bats, they're no big deal. So I think we're good to just sit here and search for another turn. I just have to decide if I want to risk. So yeah, let's go ahead and assign those. Assign underlings to myself. Alright, so they're all assigned to me. Decide if I'm going to risk the Crypt of the Night. Getting that warhorse would be really like a lot of fun. And actually, once we get the warhorse, in some ways we don't need. It doesn't matter that we're withered because we're using the warhorse for our move, and we're using our gloves of strength for swinging the sword. Alright, so we're all just searching, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, Soldier HQ goes first, and we could either loot the Crypt of the Night, or we could loot the Horde. It'd be like a 1 or a 2, 1 and a 2 or a 1 and a 1, I think, for the good stuff in the Crypt of the Night. So let's do the Horde. Found a flying carpet. Not terribly useful, but nothing, and found a jade shield. All right, so we can pass that stuff over, or we could hang on to the jade shield. With the idea that we might not be able to carry the heavy stuff. Yes, we'll hang on to this heavy armor and just pass the flying carpet over. So the Soldier HQ has a couple pieces of heavy armor. Captain, so here we get to be a little cheeky, and we're trying to get a 1 here. Looting the Crypt of the Night. Found the Regent of Jewels, so we got the treasure. We got a gold. And we got the Bane sword. So now we just need to roll a 1. No, nothing. We have a bunch of stuff here that we can't. A tremendous sword, a tremendous armor. And we have the chest. All this stuff weighs too much for us to carry. Unless we can get that horse, in which case we're good to carry all this stuff with us. Don't know. Let's see, is there something? I might as well activate this elusive cloak. What else? Can activate that. The map. I guess I could activate the Regent of Jewels. Extra trade action. And the GHQ goes next. You could try to go for Snake Eyes from the Crypt of the Night, or it's a 1 and a 1 or a 1 and a 2 for the Horde. Because the curses don't affect natives, let's go ahead and try and get Snake Eyes here. Got the curse. GHQ is hit with a curse, has no effect. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, look at those 1s and 2s there. 3 1s and 2s in a row. Those could have been a treasure. That's fine. So close, though. All right, day 21. So this is actually the last day for the guard. They're going to be unhired at the end of the day. And also, the dragons could come back. So if we roll a 1 on the monster roll, that could be a problem. Maybe a little greedy about trying to find this horse. We could abandon all this heavy stuff and just make our way back. So I think I decided it was going to be like 5 days to get to the order. Although I can sell stuff to the guard at the end of the day here as well, if I don't want to go all the way to the chapel. There's also the lair, which we could loot as well. The biggest problem here is if I get 2 tremendous dragons, then we don't have the guard to fight them with. That would be a problem. But I think we still have the guard until the evening, even though it's their last day. I think we still can fight with them tonight. So if we do get dragons, I think we're good. We're fine. All right, we're gonna search some more. We're gonna go for the greed here. Let's do a bunch of searching. This will be our last day at the Horde for sure. And we're just gonna go for it. Give that 1. 5, gained a gold. 3, nothing. 4, nothing. There's the 1! Hey! Found the warhorse. Alright, so now we're totally set. To activate this warhorse, we can activate the Bane sword if we wanted. We can activate the Gloves of Strength. We can swing this sword. Yeah. We can activate this tremendous armor. Yeah, so we have a horse that has a speed of 3 when it's galloping. We have a tremendous sword that has a speed of 2 when it's activated. Yeah, basically we're super OP right now. Have to decide what we're gonna do with that. We could go fight some. Well, let's go fight the rogues. Is what we need to do. Because apart from the 2 great axemen and maybe the archer, none of them can hurt me. All right, so that paid off. Soldier HQ. So we're just gonna go for one of these 2 treasures in the Horde because the Crypt of the Night is completely empty. Oh, so we got blocked by a bat. Okay, no big deal. All right, we got a bat. So lure with the pikemen. We'll deploy all of these great swordsmen. I'm gonna go ahead and alert my weapon. Actually, I wonder if I can do this. Can I alert with Gloves of Strength and then use Gloves of Strength again? I probably can't, actually. It's actually a disadvantage of not having a tremendous chit of my own. All right, everyone's positioned in all 3 positions. Here we go. Wait, hang on a second. We didn't kill it? Oh no, we got it. Who got the kill? Looks like G2 got the kill. All right. So day 22, we have 6 days left. We want to kill the rogues again. We want to sell a bunch of stuff to the rogues and kill them. Do we have enough time to get to the rogues, kill them, or sell stuff to them, kill them, loot, and then get to the order? All right, we lost our guard. We still have the 2 soldiers. All right, so let me think about the archer. The archer is light with 2 sharpness stars. So the most it can do is heavy with 2 sharpness stars. 1 is removed, so it can do tremendous damage. So on a roll of 1, so 1 out of the 6, the archer is a danger, can kill my horse or damage my armor. So I could go to the lair, get some more loot, or I could just make my way back to the rogues. I might want to hire back the guard. I only have 14 gold, so I could sell some stuff to the guard and then hire them. They're 12, so I want 24. Alright, so we trade, sell them enough stuff so I can buy them at price times 2, and then we'll do 4 hires. We have an extra trade action from this Regent of Jewels here. I guess we could activate this map of ruins as well. Okay, send those actions. Soldier HQ. Might as well just sit here and search. Alright, soldier goes first, trying to get that second to last treasure there. Needs a 1 and a 1 or a 1 and a 2. Found the Crypt of the Night again. Captain, we're gonna sell to the guard. And what do we sell them? We just need 10 gold. Elven slippers, and or you just sell like the good book or something. I'll sell the good book. Should be fine. Now we have 4 hires. So we're trying to get price gems 2 here. Rolling 1 die. 6 isn't good. 6. 48, no. Yeah, so 4, 6, 6, and 5 won't do it. Okay, we got a couple more bats here. Not a problem at all. We'll actually have SHQ take one, and we'll take the other. Oh, actually, we can have the this soldier take one, and we'll deploy SHQ. And I'll take the other one, because they can't hurt my horse. Alright, positioning. So we're swinging the Bane Sword with our Gloves of Strength, and we're just using... I should have taken off this medium armor, because it could get damaged here. Oh well. And again, I think this is wrong. I feel like if you're... So what's happening is if you lure with one person and deploy just one, then the person you lured with is the one who gets attacked. But if you deploy more than one, then the last one you deploy becomes the one that gets attacked. I don't know if this is like in the rule book, but it's very counterintuitive. And we're going to lose this... we're likely to lose this pikeman unless we line up with the bat. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, we lost our pikeman. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Missed both bats. Lost the pikeman. I wish you could just, in this app, you could just like set it up how you want it. This is how I do it in the real game. So our Bane Sword is alerted now, so it's super fast. Again, I forgot to unalert this medium armor, but I think it won't matter. Because if they flip, we undercut them, and if they stay how they are, they can't undercut us. This is fine. All right, yes, they did flip, so we undercut them with our Bane Sword. One more. All right, this should be fine. And who got it? Looks like I got I got the bat, I lined up with it and killed it, so that's doubled. So the first one was 3 fame, 3 notoriety, second one was 6 fame, 6 notoriety. So not bad. I did lose some notoriety from losing another hireling, unfortunately. Alright, so we just have one, we just have SHQ, term of 8. And now we're down to 5 days. So we really are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 day. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 2 days. It takes us 3 days to get to the rogue RHQ. And then if we fight them, it would take us 3 days to get to the order to sell stuff again. I think we're okay fighting them, to be honest. We can lure everybody and an axeman, and we can target the axeman with an alerted sword and still be able to take the axeman out. And we can actually take the archer as well, just take that chance that they don't flip and they don't roll a 1, basically. It gets kind of hairy if our horse gets killed. Actually, that would be bad news. But our SHQ could take the other axeman. Okay, 5 days. So 3 days, on the 3rd day, we fight the rogues. We do need to be able to sell a bunch of stuff here. The other option would be just sell everything as we have it right now to GHQ, hire them, and just end the game at the end. Forget about going to the order. So I'll have this curse at the end of the game. But as long as my warhorse doesn't get killed, that shouldn't matter all that much. So sell everything to the GHQ, and then we hire them, and we make our way to the end to kill the rogues another time. Because with the guard plus SHQ, we should be in very good shape, perfectly safe to fight the rogues one more time. I think that's probably the safest thing to do. So I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna sell a bunch of stuff to GHQ, and then we're gonna hire. We're just gonna get them this turn. SHQ can search for that treasure again. Looking for a 1 and a 1 or a 1 and a 2. Oh, got it. Shoes of Stealth. Another item which I think we can't wear. Go and trade that with the captain though. It's they're light shoes, so move L3 plus hide 1 die, so pretty good. Actually, we'll trade all this stuff to the captain because we're gonna sell it all. And the captain, let's deactivate a bunch of stuff here. Because we're gonna sell everything except for sell this too, huh? We can't, we're using that. Indeed, we can sell this. This is probably fine. I probably should plan that so I could sell the Regent of Jewels, to be honest. Alright, but alright. I will sell to GHQ. And I guess we'll sell the chest. With your claw. We sell the axe. We're gonna use Bane Sword till the end of the game. I'm just hoping, really hoping our warhorse doesn't get killed here, but it shouldn't as long as we don't take unnecessary risks. Selling that, we'll sell all our medium armor. Guess we're not getting rid of this curse. Again, I don't think it'll matter. Sell the boots we can't wear. We'll sell the light bow, although it's fun. Shield. We need the gloves of strength. They should be activated. I wonder. Oh, they are activated. Okay. I guess we'll sell all these extra horses. Yeah, we're gonna sell everything else here. Everything that's not active, we'll sell. So breastplate, shield. Okay, we're saving the Regent of Jewels, although it's worth a lot of money. Definitely want to sell it if we can. Or we sell stuff to the rogues as well. Why am I doing this? We should be selling to the rogues. This is actually pretty silly. Yeah, never mind. We're not going to sell it to the GHQ. We're going to sell it to the rogues. Yeah, because then we can potentially get stuff back. I can sell enough here so I can buy a price times 3 though. Let's sell we'll sell the silver breastplate here. That will give us enough gold to get a price times 4 if we absolutely need to on the last hire. Our hiring the guard, base 12 gold. Not buying drinks. 12 is good. As a boon or for 12 gold, yes, we'll take the boon. Because they're going to be hired till the end of the game, so no reason to keep them as an ally. Or keep them as friendly. And I cancel the rest of these hires. Alright, so now we're to head over to the rogues. We'll sell stuff to them, and we're going to fight them. So I'm going to assign these guard to follow me. And have everyone follow me. We're going to move. SHQ can follow me. And GHQ can also follow me. Okay, Captain goes first and moves into Borderlands with both SHQ and GHQ following. Nothing appears. And we're on to day 25. So again, move. My hirelings follow me. Alright, so now I need to plan this day out because it takes 2 moves to get in there. I want to alert, I want to trade. I should get an extra phase because I'll be in the inn. I want to deactivate the Regent of Jewels so we can sell it. And I can probably sell the elusive cloak. It actually might matter if I'm fighting something. No, it shouldn't matter. I'm not going to take any risk here. Let my hired men take the dangerous, the archer and the at least one of the 2 axemen, and I can take everyone else. So elusive cloak we can deactivate. We can sell that as well. We can actually probably sell the tremendous armor. Because our horse is going to take all the damage. So yeah, we'll sell the armor as well. We don't really need the Bane sword when we could just use an axe or something, or the bow. It's kind of fun, but we could just use the bow and just pick off the rogues with our bow from our horse. It'd probably be close to as effective with our aim bonus, and that way we get more gold from Bane, the Bane sword. And then we don't need, you could actually sell the gloves of strength too. It seems kind of lame, but there's no reason to not get as much gold as we possibly can at this point in the game. Just sell everything. Except for the warhorse that's keeping us safe. Alright. We're min-maxing here. So move. Trade to sell everything. Absolutely everything to the rogues. Alert to alert our bow, because why not? And I don't know. What else do we want to do? Hire? Or hide? Hiding doesn't really matter. But we could throw a search in here. So we can move here, try and pick up a bow. Maybe we pick up the medium bow or something. Then we move here. We trade to sell everything, and we alert our bow. And then the HQs just follow us. And here we go, day 26. Okay, move to the house. See if we can pick up something off the ground there. Can't. Move to the inn, trade. Sell absolutely everything to RHQ here. Just trying to think if maybe trying to kill those axemen with a bow is a bad idea. Like maybe just want to hang on to the axe so we can use it if we have to kill those axemen ourselves. Ointment of Steel. Yeah, sell the rest of this. Hold on to our bow. Maybe a little overconfident here. We do have the 2 axemen to deal with. I think my swordsmen line up pretty well with them, but it kind of depends. Alright, I have a pikeman, right? Oh no, my pikemen are all dead. Alright, so just double checking here. We have a warhorse, we have the light bow, we have an axe in case we need it. Alright, should be okay. Got a tremendous amount of gold here. 336 gold, not bad. And we'll load our bow. Alright, GHQ just follows us. Soldier HQ follows us. And here we are with the rogues, and actually the patrol's here too, so we could potentially sell stuff to them. We're not going to buy drinks for the rogues. We're going to fight them. Okay. So, I think the swordsmen are actually in pretty good shape against the axemen here, because actually no, on the H5 side they don't line up well. On T3 side they do line up well. Well, it's a risk, but I think we still do it this way. So the two swordsmen who are not HQs are gonna go on their T4 side. Yeah, on their T4 side. And they take the two axemen. And then we'll take, I don't know, GHQ can take the R4, and SHQ can take, I don't know, some random guy. It's R3. And I'm gonna take everyone else. They can't hurt me, because I have my warhorse. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so I'm gonna take a shot. Let's kill RHQ first. Alright, so we have, here we have GHQ, that's fine. That's fine. And that's good, though dangerous. And they can all auto position. I'm going to get on my warhorse here and I'm gonna fire my bow. Doesn't matter which fight. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, so it looks we lost a swordsman, which is unfortunate. They stayed on their H5 sides, it did not line up. This one did flip though, so we got rid of one of the two great axemen. And here nothing happened, and nothing happened. The bowman did flip, was unable to kill GHQ. And my bow shot was true, so I killed one RHQ there. Alright, so G1 here, you take R1. SHQ can take R4, or actually R3, GH can take R4, and then that should be fine. I'd like to be able to alert my bow. Actually, they're not that fast. Oh, I can't, okay. Oh right, I can't play any active asterisks, so I can't actually use my M3 double star here to alert my bow. Anyway, so we'll have a round where we don't really fire, or just get it alerted. I think we can still target them. We'll target this other assassin next. So they're M5, and again, our warhorse here. This doesn't really matter which side they're on. I don't think this matters either. And I think this is the side we want to be on here. So if they flip, if they flip, we're dead. Maybe we're gonna go to the H5 side. So if he doesn't flip and moves, he misses. He goes by speed now, so yeah, I think we want to go on this side. So that if he moves, we miss each other instead of getting undercut. And if he stays where he is, then and doesn't flip, then length will beat him. All right, this should be fine. All right, lost. So actually, this worked out well. He did not change tactics and did not move, so lined up. And again, both of them have an attack speed of 5, and length breaks the tie. So G1 kills R1. Missed here, and here the archer missed GHQ with a roll of a 6. I didn't even hit the R5 because it didn't line up. All right, now we just have the bow R4 here, so we'll lure the last dangerous one here with G1, assuming the risk. Can have SHQ, lure R3, I guess. And we can have GHQ lure from my character sheet and take a swing at, doesn't really matter, I guess R6 here. And we'll flip him. Still fine. All right, so my bow is now alerted because I missed. I'm assigned target. I'll take a shot at this assassin here. Auto position. Fire my bow with this M5, and I'll get on my horse. And then these should all be fine. Yeah. All right, so we lost G1. R4, the archer rolled a 2, so his shot was true. Fortunately, SHQ and GHQ both lined up with their rogues respectively, and my bow also took out 1, so we're winning this fight despite the casualties. All right, so who's going to take the bowman now? I think that's going to be GHQ. We don't want to risk getting our horse killed here. And I guess SHQ lures the swordsman from my sheet. I could take a shot at the archer. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I can go ahead and alert my weapon. I have 2 different fights I can use. So alert with the fight H6. And I'll take a shot at the archer. All right, so we have GHQ fighting the archer. I'm taking a shot with my bow. And over here we have SHQ fighting this swordsman. See what happens. So SHQ lined up with and killed the swordsman. Here it looks like everyone missed. Decrease 1 level and decrease 2 levels respectively, so everyone misses. So now we all just pile up on R4 here. So go and I think I'll lure with GHQ. Deploy SHQ. Doesn't matter which side. And I will alert my weapon again. And assign my target. All right, and I'm taking a shot with my bow. Guess we'll move people around a little bit here. All right, there we go. See how this goes. And we got him. And the bowman flipped, so didn't take a shot. Looks like I missed, but the SHQ and GHQ both lined up with and hit the archer at the same time. So cut him into 4 pieces. Done. And a gigantic stack of treasure. And the patrol is there to sell it to as well. So we got 2 days here to loot as much as possible and then sell it to the patrol. And that will basically be the end of the game. So I'm just gonna basically hit a bunch of searches here. Everybody can search. I'm just gonna grab like as much gold as possible. This should be a pretty sizable score here. 27 items in the clearing. Just a small amount of stuff, you know. I'm just gonna hand everything over to the captain as we pick it up. $23 items left. $18. Just gonna pass that all off to the captain. Oh, we have deft gloves too, so we can put those on tomorrow to make sure that we can pick more stuff up. Nothing shows up. The patroller's still there. We just hope that the patrol doesn't go away on day 28, because that can happen. If they're active on that day, they'll actually go away at the start of the day and they'll come back at the end of the day, which would mean we would not be able to sell stuff to them. So I want to activate the deft gloves here. I'll deactivate these things because I'm going to want to sell them. I'm going to search a bunch of times and then do a trade, hoping that the patroller's still there to trade to. We'll see what order we go in. Unfortunately, I go first, but the patroller's still there, so that's good. And we're going to just sell everything to... Oh, the rogues are back too. Interesting. So we're going to sell the PHQ here, because it doesn't really matter who we sell to. Sell everything. We could hang on to the warhorse, and in case we have to fight the rogues again. It seems really greedy to go through that fight again. Didn't have casualties, so it would be a hard fight this time. We could also just bribe them with drinks. So maybe sell everything and just bribe people. I guess we can't. I don't know. It may tell us we can't use the deft gloves, I'm not sure. We'll sell everything. 475 gold, pretty tidy sum there. And just loot all this stuff. Hand it over to the captain. This stuff has notoriety values, fame and notoriety if you have it at the end of the game, so it's worth hanging on to. Back down to 6. Got the region of jewels again. And I think we just buy drinks for the rogues here. And call that the end of the game. Day 28. A tidy score of 57. So that's the biggest score we've gotten so far in this series for sure. And the tale of the points here are that we needed 10 fame, we recorded 58. So that was a final score of 8 after everything is taken into account. We needed 40 notoriety, we got 116, giving us a total of 12. and we needed 60 gold, and we got a total of 432, giving us 36 points. So all added up here, get an extra point from just having a great treasure. We have 57 points. So by far the most points we've gotten yet in this series. Finding the Cairns, Horde, and the Lair we didn't even get to, but the Cairns and the Horde right next to each other, being able to hire both the guard and the soldiers on boons, and being able to take out the rogues multiple times, it just really made this game very successful. So that's it for this game. So next time we'll be moving on to the next character in the list, and hope to see you then.